Okay, so here's a question a lot of people have been asking online. Can you turn off Meta AI on WhatsApp? And the short answer is no, you can't. But let's talk about why that actually doesn't matter. I mean, if Meta AI is optional and it doesn't read your chats, then why is the Meta AI button still showing in WhatsApp for everyone? And honestly, this is a big deal because WhatsApp is how billions of people communicate with their families, their friends. I mean, even in situations where privacy is a safety issue. So when something new appears in that space, especially something with the word AI on it, people want to know what is actually behind the scenes. So in today's video, I'm going to break down for you how WhatsApp uses Meta AI, but also how it is totally optional, why the button is visible even when you never use it, and even the surprisingly technical reason the AI isn't running in the background. And a quick note before we jump in here, the entry points look a little different on iOS versus Android. I'll be showing this on iPhone, so keep that in mind during the demos. So let's be honest, the confusion really starts with something simple. You see an AI button pop up inside an app and you think, oh no, is this thing running all the time? And that assumption makes total sense because most apps that add AI are doing things like predicting what you type or scanning some part of your activity to make features work. But that's not how WhatsApp works at all because it's something that is important to them, end-to-end encryption. When messages are encrypted, WhatsApp doesn't have any readable content on its servers. So there's nothing for an AI to scan in the background, which means the AI button being visible is not the same as the AI being active in this case. Well, this is a really interesting design choice, and why did they make it this way? I mean, okay, first up, WhatsApp has over 3 billion users. That number is almost impossible to imagine. So when you build something at that scale, it's not just about what people want today, it's also about what they might want later. AI is still incredibly early, and a lot of people haven't discovered yet how it could be useful for them. Now, WhatsApp's belief is that over time, AI will make the experience better, but that right time looks different for everyone. So by keeping the entry point visible and consistent, the feature stays memorable and accessible. You see something over and over again. And that is for the moment that someone does want it. And if you're not there yet, it's small enough to simply, well, ignore. Okay, let's go through a few examples inside WhatsApp that work the same way. Okay, first up, let's open up a chat. So you have the search bar at the top. You can't remove it even if you never search your chats. That's an example of something that never leaves. Another example would be the attachment paperclip. You see things like location, sharing, documents, payments, and in some countries, contacts. These are built into the interface, but they only activate them if you tap them. Or, okay, stickers are another great example. I love stickers, by the way. They're there, but they don't do anything unless you actually use them. These features are part of the system-level interface. I mean, the app needs to be consistent across devices, languages, accessibility needs, and support documentation. So WhatsApp made the AI assistant discoverable for everyone, but whether you are actually using it is completely up to you. It's visible in the UI, but it's not running. So what does optional actually mean here? Let's dive into this for a second here. It means nothing happens until you make it happen. So WhatsApp has played a part in introducing AI to the world. And here is how their first AI features really work. I mean, Meta AI only activates if you do one of these things. Typing the mention starts a direct message to the AI, or highlighting a message and tap Ask Meta AI, or rewrite with Meta AI. That's another way. And if you never choose to do any of these actions, the AI never activates. I mean, it is not running in the background. That is key here. It's not reading your chats or looking at past messages. It has no access to the encrypted conversation. Optional really means here that you decide exactly when to turn it on. Now, let's dive into the technical aspect of this. WhatsApp built something called private processing. This is pretty cool. It's a completely separate, isolated system, and it's designed this way on purpose. When you use AI to summarize a message or help with writing, only the specific text you choose is sent, processed, and then discarded. It's not stored and it's not connected back to your chat history. So there are really two things happening here at the same time, and it's used for specific features like writing help and message summaries. The AI isn't running because it's not activated, and when you do activate it, WhatsApp has the built-in system, so it still works in a privacy-preserving way. Now, this is part of a broader framing WhatsApp is really leaning into, building AI in a way that respects privacy by default. These are leading-edge design choices that are really meant to ensure that even when you use AI, your private conversations stay private. And I mean, because private processing only gets a little piece of the text you choose to send, the AI has nothing else to work with, which is pretty cool. Let's go into another demo. A great example is disappearing messages. This is built in, but it only turns on if you choose it to. Another one would be starred messages. I mean, this is in every chat, but it only does something when you use it. Broadcast lists or channels, same thing. Built-in, optional. Not running unless you activate it. So when you think about it, the AI button really fits into a very familiar pattern. It's part of the interface, but the feature only exists if you choose it to. So let's zoom out a bit. Let's look at the bigger picture here. I mean, people on one hand want AI features that are helpful, and people also want their conversations to stay private. Historically, those two things conflicted with each other. But WhatsApp found a design that lets both exist. The AI is optional, and your private messages stay protected by encryption. Not to mention, though, those small bits of text that you do choose to send get processed in a separate, privacy-preserving system. So whether you use Meta AI or say never touch it, nothing about your encrypted chats changes. It's pretty incredible when you stop and think about the technology that is going on behind and the design choices that are going on behind the scenes for something that just looks like a button. It's kind of mind-blowing. Now, if you want more videos where I take a step back and really uncover how the tech works behind the scenes, let me know down in the comments what topics you want me to cover for that. It's so exciting. I think it's more important than ever to understand how this technology really works. All right, I'll see you in the next video. Bye, everyone.